Everyone, welcome to Plants and Politics. So, a 63-year-old former Houston, Texas police captain has been arrested and he's been charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. This happened a couple months ago, the assault, but he was just arrested recently. His name is Aguirre. He apparently has a history of bad behavior. He worked for the Houston Police Department for 24 years, and then he was suspended indefinitely following a botched raid. Now, this most recent attack is related to Trump and the Republicans' conspiracy theories about election fraud, even before the election. So this ex-police captain, as I said, his name is Mark Anthony Aguirre. He told authorities that he's part of a group of citizens who were investigating voter fraud that they believe to be funded by Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg. They allege that Zuckerberg paid $9.37 billion, very specific there, to harvest ballots. Not 9 billion, not 9.5, not 10, 9.37. Not only that, but they were fully convinced that Hispanic children were forging ballots. No, sadly, I'm not joking. Not even a little bit. They claim that Democrats were using these Hispanic children to sign and seal ballots because their fingerprints wouldn't be found on any criminal database in the US. These people have gone off the deep end. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. So Aguirre said that the group he was working with is called Liberty Center for God and Country. The group's CEO is GOP activist Stephen Hotz, or Hotz, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. He's the same guy, though, who tried to get over 120,000 ballots thrown out in court recently and was unsuccessful, as with all of Trump's ridiculous lawsuits. And in a Facebook post for the group, they said that they had raised over $600,000 to, quote, discover, expose, and disrupt the Democrats' massive election fraud scheme in Harris County. However, they said that the money was raised over a 3-week period prior to November 1st, meaning that they were already planning to claim that there was voter fraud even before the election took place. So this was all contrived. They knew what they were going to do, but it also conflicts with what Sidney Powell is saying. She alleges that the Dominion voting machines flipped votes from Trump to Biden. So, well, first of all, if that was true, why didn't they do it in Texas? Why didn't they do it in Florida? Everyone thought that it was legitimately a possibility that Biden could win in Texas. Democrats have been doing better and better in that state. So why wouldn't they do it there? It makes no sense. And why didn't they do it for down ballot Democrats? Why is it that so many swing district Congress people, so many House members lost their seats, which took away Nancy Pelosi's large margin, which sounded a lot like Large Marge. Sorry. You guys know I'm obsessed with movies and music, so yeah, I'm thinking of Large Marge from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. But anyway, back to this. So yeah, if voter fraud was real, they would have increased the margin in the House. They would have flipped votes for the Senate. Instead, we're going to 2 runoffs in January. God, does anybody use common sense anymore? So in an attempt to try to make these bogus allegations reality, this group apparently paid Aguirre $266,000 over $266,000 to try to find evidence of voter fraud. And that's how he ended up in jail. So here's exactly what happened. Aguirre and two other unidentified men surveilled an air conditioning repairman named David Lopez Zuniga for 4 days. Okay. Aguirre refuses to say who these other two men are. He claims that, oh, I was just working with them, but I don't actually know who they are. And he refuses to give their names. So for some reason, these mental giants believe that this repairman, this air conditioner repairman, had 750,000 fraudulent ballots in his work truck and at his home. They believe that he was some sort of mastermind to try to steal the election. So prior to attacking Zuniga, though, Aguirre contacted the Texas Rangers, the Texas Department of Safety, and the Texas Attorney General's office to ask for assistance. He wanted them to help with a traffic stop to pull Zuniga over and check his truck. So Aguirre, when he contacted the AG's office, he spoke with Lieutenant Wayne Rubio, and Rubio refused to assist him. So Aguirre said that he would, quote, handle the situation himself. As you would imagine, that comment concerned the lieutenant, so he alerted the local police and he warned them about Aguirre, but apparently before they had a chance to step in or talk with him, he ended up just taking matters into his own hands on the morning of October 19th. So again, this is before the election. Aguirre rammed an SUV into the back of Zuniga's work truck. Zuniga got out. He was concerned. He got out to check on Aguirre, and Aguirre pulled a gun on him and ordered him to get on the ground. So by this time, Aguirre's fellow conspiracy theorists had pulled up. They came in two separate vehicles. And according to the affidavit filed in court, Aguirre kept Zuniga pinned on the ground. He had his knee jammed into his back. He had his gun pointed at him. And Aguirre told one of these other two lunatics to go search Zuniga's truck. So Zuniga said that one of them searched the truck while Aguirre was holding him down. And the guy told him or yelled to him that the truck was clear. So they found nothing. Yet, one of these two lunatics got in the truck and drove off with it. Meanwhile, police arrive. They order Aguirre to get off of Zuniga and drop his weapon. And then they found Zuniga's truck abandoned a few blocks away with nothing but air conditioning parts and tools inside. Because, yeah, he's an air conditioning repairman. He's not a super spy, undercover Democratic operative, you freaking nutcases. So no ballots were found in Zuniga's truck. They searched his home. There were no ballots there. And Aguirre is now facing second-degree felony charges, which carry a prison sentence of up to 20 years. You just have to wonder what it's going to take to wake these people up from their cult trance. I mean, maybe spending the rest of his life in prison? I don't know. You know, the guy is 63 years old. He literally could spend the remaining years of his life in prison. And for what? For Donald Trump? For lies? For phony voter fraud allegations? Just so Trump can grift off of his followers a little bit more? Just because he's too sensitive and he's such a freaking spoiled brat that he can't take a loss? He can't woman up, grow a pair of ovaries and concede and tell people the truth and admit that he lost, that he failed again, which he should be used to doing by now. Donald Trump should be in prison. Donald Trump should be in prison for the many crimes he's committed and for grifting off of the American people for the past 4 years. You know, I almost feel sorry for Aguirre. I mean, he did this of his own volition, but these people just keep lying to Trump supporters. They're costing them money. They're costing them their lives, prison time. I'll let you know if I hear any more about this, but I vacillate between feeling sorry for this guy and going, well, we tried to warn you, you moron. What are we supposed to do, you moron? All right, guys. As always, like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching and listening. I'll talk with you soon. Take care. Thanks for listening to Plants and Politics. The only way we can take our country and power back is to spread the truth and build an army. So remember to like, follow, subscribe, and share on Facebook, YouTube, and wherever you listen to your podcasts. Thanks again.